Feature engineering is a very important process in the field of data analysis and machine learning, and I'm very excited to announce this new series of tutorials where I will be going over different feature engineering techniques and will be writing Python code along with the exercises. With that, let's first understand what exactly is feature engineering. There was a study published by Forbes magazine on what data scientists spend most of their time on. And from this chart, it was very clear that they spend majority of their time in data cleaning, because in the real world, the data looks pretty messy as shown in this funny picture here. And you need to clean that data so that you can feed that clean data to your machine learning model. Machine learning model will not work if the data is messy. Even if you're not using machine learning and doing simple data analysis, still you need to clean data. So data cleaning is very, very important, and that's where data analysts and data scientists spend most of their time on. And feature engineering is something that helps you with data cleaning. Let me give you an example. Let's say you are studying the home prices, and these are the home prices in the city of Bangalore in India. To do the analysis on this, one of the things you can do is you can create a new column which will be price per square feet, just to kind of get a feel of your incoming data set. Now, this data set can be coming from internet, from the variety of sources, and it can have errors, okay? It can have problems. So by creating this new column, you're trying to analyze if you have any data errors. All right, and once you have this new column, now you can use either your domain knowledge. So if you have a business manager that you're working closely with, he would say that in Bangalore you cannot get a home at a rate of price per square foot equal to 3,500 square feet. So when you see this particular data point highlighted, which has price per square foot as 500, it clearly looks like an error, okay? And this error you detected by using a domain knowledge. You can also use visualization, and by plotting this bar chart, this data point clearly comes out to be different than rest of the data point. You can also use mathematics and statistics, where you can use techniques like two standard deviation to detect these kind of spatial observation. Now this data point here is called outlier, and these three techniques listed on the right hand side are basically the outlier detection techniques. If you have followed my pandas tutorial, we also looked at how to handle missing values. Sometimes when you receive your incoming data set, it might have missing values. Here for these two data points, the bedrooms are missing. So what you can do is just take a median, which will be 3, and fill those missing values. Okay, so handling missing values is also very important during the process of data cleaning. We also had a tutorial on one-hot encoding in my machine learning series, where we replace the text data with numeric data. Here the text data is town. So these are the property prices in different towns in the state of New Jersey. And when you want to build a machine learning model, the model doesn't understand text. So you have to convert that into numeric values. And we converted this text column into these 3 numerical columns, and this process is called one-hot encoding. So these 3 techniques that we covered, which is outlier detection, one-hot encoding, and handling missing values, these are the few examples of feature engineering. So feature engineering is basically a process of extracting useful features from raw data using mathematics, statistics, and domain knowledge. We have seen advancements, especially in the area of neural networks, where you can auto detect the features, the meaningful features. All right, so the examples that I showed you, we use domain knowledge, mathematics, and statistics to extract meaningful features out of our data set. But these processes were manual, but there have been some automated ways of detecting these features, and we'll be covering all of that in this feature engineering tutorial series. So I hope this gets you excited enough, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Thank you.